And so when it comes to men and why we look at women with high body counts as less valuable is because, one, we think about it as how many people do I have to share this girl with? You know what I'm saying? Like, if this is gonna be my wife, how many people am I really have I shared this girl with too? So if she has 100 body counts, a man might not be like, yo, I don't want to have this girl who had 100 other men. You know what I'm saying? Everybody has different thresholds. Another thing is gonna be like, if she has a high body count, why is she either weak-minded in the decision-making skills, or is she just foolish? And that plays a long part with the person that you're dealing with. That's the same thing if I was a guy and I was selling drugs and I kept going back to jail. And you're like, well, why are you keep on making the same mistakes? Or are you just foolish? So like, we look at that the same way for women who are just opening their legs for whomever it is. Is it a double standard where a girl could just have sex and not care about a guy? Yeah, you know why it's a double standard? Because for majority, it's unrealistic. Majority of women are not just gonna have sex with a guy and forget about him tomorrow.
I feel like it's not fair to call a girl foolish for believing what a man tells her and having sex.
Yeah.
And
we're human, just like you.
It's an over and over process. If you have sex with one time, 2 times, 3 times,
but we're not dealing with the same person. So how do I know that this person's gonna be on the same shit that this person was on?
The game don't change.
Who am I supposed to believe? Or am I not supposed to believe anyone?
But this is the man's side though. If you have to think about that and you keep getting fooled, as a man, I don't want to deal with that, because when you walk out this door away from me, I don't know where your mind is going. You can get fooled with any fucking thing. If you keep getting fooled out your fucking pussy, they can take everything from
I agree. I totally agree with that.
Yeah, I have some guy friends that know about my wholeness because like it's the boys and like I can open up to them and they open up to me and I know about like the games that they play.
Okay. You've heard the clip.
Yes, a lot was said there.
I'm S.Banks&JD.
And I'm JD Network.
Okay. Now, the topic today is women with a high body count. Does it matter? Trigger alert.
Ding, 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 ding.
I should have said that first. But it is what it is. We put it where we put it. Now, women with high body counts. Does it really matter? Now, I don't want women to say, but men can do it too. We're going to talk about that later on in the podcast. But fellas, and fellas only. You know, no, forget that. Men and women. If your woman has a high body count, does it matter to you? Are you fast? What's your thoughts? Put in the comments what you think. What do you have to say? Does a woman's body count matter?
I think a woman's body count definitely matters. Not that it matters to me because I ain't trying to get with any of you. But it matters in
general.
For
Let's
the
talk
guy.
about in general.
In general, yes, it matters. It matters more to the guy, obviously, for obvious reasons.
Does it matter to the woman?
As in
herself, the woman that's rinsing up her body.
Oh, it should matter to you. It should matter to you as well, to be honest. But some women, I guess, it doesn't matter. But I think your body count does matter in regards to relationship-wise and trying to get a guy. It's best that you keep your body count as low as possible.
Okay, we're going to touch on that a little bit later on. I've put one of my notes. Women like to lie about their body count, the typical number. I've only slept with 3 people. How many times have we heard that before? People put in the comments, have you heard that? And I know many men have. And I know women are like, cut that. Because he's talking all that.
So right now, the women want me to shut you up.
Yeah, they're thinking, cut that dude
Shut
off,
up.
man, before he tries to give her all the freaking. Guys.
Ladies, I'm telling him to shut up, but I know he won't.
No. I'm going to speak on that.
I tried.
Now, let me throw one of the typical scenarios that they have. The first person was the one that broke their virginity. the second person is the ex-boyfriend. It just didn't work out. We grew apart. Yada yada yada. He was immature. We both wanted different things. Blah blah blah. It's always some story, some facade. And the number 3 guy, just some dude, you know, I was into. We hooked up and stuff. You know, I thought he was into me. But then come to find out later on down the line, after we started doing our thing, body count up. After we started doing our thing, he wasn't a joke thing. It just didn't work out. Now I'm just talking to you. Get the out of here.
Ladies, I think that men have clocked on to that one and maybe need to change it up a little bit.
They've said it too many times.
They've said it way too many times. And
like, really?
Men is going to look at you sideways, even if you said you've only slept with one person. He will still look at you sideways because thinking, damn, like, you ain't pure, you ain't a virgin. Don't wear white.
Okay. Exactly. They better wear
They'll still
black
look at
or
you
red
sideways.
or something, whatever.
So
come to the wedding beige. Don't come in a white dress. White dresses for the virgins that ain't been tainted. Exactly. It is what it is. Trigger alert. Well, go on. What do you think about what you just heard?
Women do like to lie about their body count. And I think if you're taking a man seriously, I don't think you should lie about your body count.
You think the woman should be 100?
I think it should be 100. If you're like seriously want to be with this guy, and he asks you, how many people have you slept with?
Yeah.
I think it should be 100.
You should let him make the decision. I know it might be a hard pill to swallow as far as he might leave and I really like him. I think he's a cool guy, but I honestly think that women should make the guy, allow him to make that decision, you know, instead of him walking down the street with you and everyone's laughing at him and saying what not, blah, blah, blah. At least allow him to make that decision. That's my thoughts on that. But
see, you're taking all the words out of my mouth.
No, you can add them too if you want. It's not a problem, man.
I was going to say a similar thing. First of all, men prefer honest women. So if you're trying to be serious with the guy and you're not honest and he finds out later down the line that you wasn't, he ain't going to rate you anymore. So I'll just say, be honest with him. Telling anyone your body count is at a risk, but telling the guy that you like and you want to take seriously, telling him your body count, it does come at a risk, but you've been honest and at least he can respect that.
Yeah, always keep it 100, man. Like the thing is this, it's a funny thing. Let's segue into one of my notes. Some women are aware that their body count does matter, whether they want to admit that or not. It's an unflattering truth. Women, you know, are sold on their purity. Men stay with you based on your purity, your vanity, right? But I'll say this. They know men stick around based on a woman's purity and their vanity. I've just said that, right? And their chastity belt. Listen, some dudes can unlock that and go in there and do their thing, raise up their body count. But a woman knows her hardwiring. Okay, cool. If my body count is so high, then men's not going to look at me in that certain way. And guys that are clued up, guys are not stupid. Although you might be dealing with a certain level of guys and they might express stupidity to you, for the most part, for a man's spirituality, energy, vibration, he knows you're not keeping it 100 with me. You see what I'm saying? I've linked many women talking about, oh, I never gave brains before. I never did certain things before, right? And then you end up linking them, doing your thing. Listen, she's doing the vacuum pull. Crazy, right? It's the truth. And I'm like, hold on a second. I swear you said you'd never done this before. You should have just said you done that. I would have respected you more. You see what I'm saying? So women know for the most part that your body count does matter. And whether your software, as in your social conditioning, says to you, I can do what I want to do when I want to do it. Your hardware says, you know what? I'm not openly going to admit that. No matter what you might see on social media with the celebrities, I'm not going to openly admit that I can do it. I can sleep around, blah, blah, blah. And men's going to want me later on in life. You know what the outcome's going to be if you sleep around. You can do your thing and I'm not stopping you. Women with high body count, I'm not stopping you. do your thing. You can shake that, and shake it away. It is what it is. But what I'm saying is that deep down, the unflattering truth is that the more men you sleep with, further and further away your husband goes. What do you have to say about that?
That's true. Very true. Also, if you lie about your body count, and like I said, he finds out, you're starting a relationship on a lie. And like I said before, men respect honesty. So if you're honest with him, at least, even if he doesn't like the number, at least he can respect.
How many people have you slept with? Go on.
Like I said, even if he doesn't like the number, at least he can respect the fact that you told him the truth and you kept it 100 of him. He will respect that. I guarantee you that he will respect it. He may not like it. He may not fuck with you.
The way you sound, the way you saying you guarantee, like to say you've been there before. You know, like, what are you talking about, man?
What are you trying to say, brother?
I ain't trying to say nothing. I'm just trying.
Cool.
I'm getting off
Then
what
we're
I'm hearing.
sweet.
Let me. Do you want to? Okay, say your part first, and then I'll say my
No,
part.
you can go.
Okay, I'll say this, man. I wrote what you're saying there. It goes in line with the note that I put. I'll say, fellas, consider the woman lying. When she says she her body count is such and such, consider her lying. She is guilty until proven innocent.
Okay.
Screen, vet, and do it again.
How would she prove her innocence?
By her actions.
Okay.
I've met many women before, and they say, "Oh, this is my body count. I told you about the vacuum pull, right? I said before about that. Listen. I could respect her if she said to me, "Yo, I've done it before. I've done this," and it's not the first time. On many occasions, women have done X, Y, Z, and I've said, "Why did you just say that? Like, I would have respected you." I've had linkages where women have come to me. They've gone to a linkage prior to me, and they kept it 100 of me, and I respected them more. I ain't gonna wife for you, but at least I could say, you know what? At least you were truthful with me. So if I was gonna wife for you, I know where I stand.
Yeah.
At least I know there's femininity in you and you're not dishonest. I can respect that. It is what it is. You know, that's my thoughts on that. We have 2 more parts to that clip. Let me play the second part and then we'll come back and we'll chop it up with you. We'll talk about it. So without further delay, here's the second part to that clip.
But I think for me, like, I be playing the game back. Like, you think I like you, but I really don't. I'm just trying to get and keep it moving. And that is different than, yes, I agree. You shouldn't believe everything a man says to you. You should get, in touch with the game. But not every woman is like that. Some women just want to be open and sexual, and that's okay. That's their body. If you don't want to be with them, then don't. They'll be with someone
But then
else.
don't lie about it.
Some women actually enjoy their sexuality. Like they enjoy, like having a good time just like men do. I'm not saying that that's okay. I'm not saying that that's my story. What I'm saying is some women actually like to go out, have a good time and think, you know what, I'm in the moment. I'm feeling this, the situation or this person or whatever. And they just might want to have sex. Why is it such a big deal? Like, you know how you feel when you do it. So why is it such a big deal?
But it's not, Jada, it's the continual, what we're talking about.
Like doing it constantly.
Continual process as if either you don't know that they're gaming you, or if it's okay.
But what if you don't care about the game?
If it's truly okay, then why are we hiding it?
That's
all that I'm saying.
Yes.
If it's just truly, if we're gonna delve into it, if it's truly okay, you don't have to not tell your friends.
But men are hiding
it. This is not what we're talking about, though. We're talking about body count and why women don't say. We already said men get off the hook because if we know Rico gets a lot of pussy, Rico walks out here, he's the motherfucking man. If you get a lot of dick, you walk out like, yo, this bitch is a hoe. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So boom. So no, to the
majority.
when I speak on this thing, I'm not speaking on my personal views. I don't have no problem with whores, just so y'all know. Okay?
But there you go.
I'm not biased. I'm not biased to whores or whatever we talking about that we want to classify them. I'm cool with everybody, okay? So we're just talking about on the grand scheme of things of how men think. I have somebody, right? But when I didn't have somebody.
All right, that's the second part to the clip. We will tag the full video in the comments below so you can watch the whole thing. And that's a clip from 8 at the table. Number 8 at the table. So check them out. Dope content. Tell us what you think. Hit us in the comments. So what did you think about what was said in that particular part of the clip?
One of the guys said, if your high body count was okay, then why'd you hide it?
Because women know, again, I said it before,
Mm-hmm.
women already know subconsciously that my body count does matter. I'm sold to men on a purity base.
Mm-hmm.
Men are sold to women on a merit base. If I come up short,
Mm-hmm.
I'll have no peas, I ain't doing my thing, I'm not going to be top of the hierarchy. You're going to look at me and say, yeah, average man. Yeah, nothing, man.
Mm-hmm.
So then if you come through with a high, but you might have a banging body, pretty face, high body count, hell no. For example, look at those Instagram models.
Yeah.
OnlyFans.
Mm-hmm.
Who's wifing them? The 80% man that don't get girls, but that's not the men that those women want.
No.
That's what I'm
It's
saying.
always a catch-22. Yes, those
Exactly.
women don't want those sort of men. She wants the high value
She
men.
wants the top tier
but
men.
she can't get them because of what she does, what your profession is.
Why can't she get them?
What her profession is. High body count.
Why can't she get them?
Because of what her profession is, her high body count.
Exactly.
She has a high body count. She knows
Exactly.
it. He knows it. He's thinking, your body's banging.
We both know.
Exactly. Yeah. He's thinking, your body's banging, and I'll hit that all day. But when
You're
it
damn
comes
right.
to
Get up in them.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
yes, he will hit that all day. But when it comes to relationships, he is not gonna wifey you. And for the majority of women,
Yeah.
the average woman who doesn't necessarily have a banging body or not the prettiest,
Okay.
she
We want to know where she's going with this. Go on.
yes, basically the woman with a banging body
Yeah.
and has a high body count, the man is not gonna wifey you.
Why? From a female, but why do you believe? Because a lot of women don't know what men want, so they think at the shop the vajayjay is good enough.
First of all, just like you mentioned, the Instagram models.
Yeah.
If she is half naked,
Yeah.
got her tits, arse, everything hanging out,
So the world can see
see.
her.
then
Okay.
Obviously the guy's very unlikely to take you seriously and definitely won't wifey you. Just on that basis alone.
Okay.
Because men see it as, like you said earlier, women, we have to portray our purity.
Yeah.
Now, if you've got everything hanging out,
Yeah.
he'll be like, nah, man, you're making
Any-
yourself
any-
available
any-
for...
Any key can open that lock.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, if you are more clothed, then he'll take you more seriously in regards
And more
to
closed.
that too. So if you're, like you said, if your body count is high, then he ain't taking you seriously, man.
Another note that I put is having too much of a body count conveys to a man poor judgment in general and with men. So if you can go out there and a guy can just let's give the women the benefit of the doubt. There's 3 men. The first man swindled you out of some vajayjay, told you what you want to hear. Women fall in love with their ears.
Yep.
Men fall in love with what they see. So he gassed you up. I
Yep.
get it. You're fooled. I credit you there. Another guy number 2, does the same thing. He's running the same exact game as guy number 1. You drop them drawers, open the bridge. I'm talking London Bridge, and you opened it wide. Right? He
You love
gassed
this
you.
wide thing, innit?
He gassed you the same way. Number 1 gassed you, but you end up smashing, did your thing. It's questionable to that man now. All right, cool. Number 3 guy does the same thing. His game's a little bit different. Hold up a second. At a point, it's like, hold on, man. These 3 guys run the same game when you'd have thought you'd be more cautious from number 1.
Yep.
You'd be more cautious for number 2.
Yep.
Number 3 guy run the same game, just a little bit different, and he run up in it. Come on. And then you're saying to me, oh, I'm different, I'm this and I'm that. You're expressing to men you have poor judgment in general. So if I wife for you and we're doing our thing, you're conveying to me that if I'm trying to set up a business, you don't have judgment, you're not reliable. I don't know if you go out there clubbing and then you think you found, and not because women is hypergamous, by the way, fellas, check it. Women is hypergamous. So imagine your woman going out on a ladies' night out, and you don't want to go on a girls' trip. So she does that, right? And then there's a guy out there that is good looking, appears that he's doing his thing. And then he gasses her like guy number 1. She's already smashing. She may not, but can you run that risk? Because she's already expressed to you.
Yeah.
She has poor judgment. Side chick.
Yes.
What do you think about that?
They do have very poor decision-making skills. With that, I guess the guy has to question, is she a hoe? Or is she just foolish? Or is she just gullible? Or is it just straight, you have poor decision-making skills? Your decision-making is terrible. And like you said, if it's done to you once and it's done to you twice, the first time, okay, cool, you didn't know. The second time, it's a thing of, like, I've gone through this already. So then you should have a bit of sense and say, okay, I've gone through this. The first guy done the same thing. The second guy, he's doing similar things. So there should be massive question marks.
So then you do have poor judgment more time. But it segues me into another point. But before I go to the other point, let me play the last bit of this clip, and then I'll go to that point.
Okay.
Do you want to add anything before?
No, it's cool. You can
go.
All
right, cool. I'm going to play the last bit of this clip, and if you want to watch the whole clip, then we'll tag the video so you can watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
We're just taking out little snippets. The first couple of minutes of it, we're taking it out for our own, thing today. But without further delay, here's the third clip.
This is how I would be looking at other women doing the same thing. Being that I've been in the music business for so long, I've seen all of these type of transitions of women dating other people's men and blah, 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 and trying to hide the whole body count.
I don't think they're doing that as much anymore.
But you have to do it. I'm telling you, because as a man.
But you have people that are in the industry that literally hop from rapper to rapper to rapper, and they love it. It's like, oh, she gotta be that bitch because she gotta be because, and then they continue to do certain things for her. I'm not saying that for everyone, but I'm just trying to get a perspective.
It's a period of time. That's fun. That's like you just tricking on a hoe. I got a pretty hoe with me instead of paying for. But they act like they're literally
wifing them and buying them this,
they on
Lamborghini.
They doing drugs, we on liquor, it's euphoria, we at the beach, we having great fucking time, we fucking menaging. Yeah, I'm gonna act like I like you if you would have paid attention to when I was on last time. But they're getting married to some of these people. I'm not gonna name drop, but of course, obviously, people are getting married. I seen a couple of these hoes getting married. I seen them. I know their names too. They don't last. Okay. It's only 2 or 3 of them. It's 3,000 hoes out there, and 3 is getting married. So you're talking about 0.001%.
But do you think it's okay for them?
They're not wifing them.
But do you think it's okay for them to lie about it? Because there's a lot of hoes that are getting married that they just don't know that they're marrying a hoe.
No,
they just don't know it. If they're not being honest with you about their body count, then they're not being honest.
But that's our point.
Y'all talking about a lot of hoes and
whether you know or not know. So it's important to hide it.
Yeah, what is y'all keep saying hoes and whores.
You got a hot body. We're talking about body count. A body count is.
So are you guys considering these hoes and whores the girls with the high body counts? Because I can tell you right there, that's why they don't say shit. Right. Because why? Okay.
So I tell you, that's what I'm saying. I totally agree with you.
And you don't know that they're whores.
No, yeah, because if I'm gonna be considered a hoe, if I'm truthful about what my real body count is, I'm not really gonna get nowhere. I could get wiped up and here you are talking about it ain't real. They gonna
I could be the
they gonna
68-year-old man.
break up in 2 years. That's a hoe. He ain't really wife her. They get married all the time.
If I'm marrying you, right? When I talk to you, if I know I've been a whore, which I was, and I told my wife, I told her everything.
Exactly. He told his wife the truth. He kept it 100.
Yep.
There were some valuable points in what I hear it as far as what those females are saying, as far as like, if I tell him the truth, I run the risk of him leaving, but you should give him that chance. That's what I think. The point that I wanted to add before we played that clip was some women might have some underlying issues that those men may not be willing to work with, to why they're having high body counts. And that's something that, you know, we should maybe discuss vaguely just a little bit.
Yeah. Well, my thoughts on that, we all go through our personal issues. And some women have underlying issues. And of course, she has sense in her head, but let's just say she chooses to do the wrong thing.
It's a choice.
It's a choice, exactly. So she chooses to do the wrong thing, but she has underlying issues as to why she kind of did it. Some men don't know that she has underlying issues and won't consider her as a wifey on the basis of you've had lots of guys.
Fair enough.
There are some guys that maybe if she was truthful and she said, look, I did such and such, but this is kind of the reason why I did it. Yes, it was still a choice, and I still did it, but
she should have just
this is my story, sort of thing.
100.
That's why I said before, if you're honest, then maybe that guy can bypass whatever issues you've
he might
had.
could have worked with you and done it.
Exactly.
You know, it is
based
what it
on
is.
honesty. But if you lie, then he ain't gonna take you.
Now, we know that it's a double standard. Now, men and women is not the same.
Yeah.
We might be equal in our own rights, but we're not the same. So for me, you hear a lot of women, well, if a man can do it, so can a woman. You can't do what I can do. Stop it. Whenever, fellas, if you hear a woman talk that, and you better off, because it's pointless wasting your time with a female like that. It don't make any sense.
Why? For those that don't know.
Because I'm gonna have to explain to you why you shouldn't be a tat and why, like, look, if you go outside now as a female, it's easy for you to get men. If I go outside now, it's harder for me to get women. It's different. Like, I get women based on a merit-based thing, as far as who I am, my social status, my money, looks, all kind of things play a role. So I got to level up in regards to be smashing the way a woman can smash. But you're based on the men you can retain.
Yeah.
So you can smash 1,000 men, but how many of those men can you retain? It's easy for you to go out there and smash, but how many can you retain? That's your worth. You look at a woman that's smashing, doing her thing. Look, I'm looking for a wedding band. I don't see that. It is what it is. But my thing is this. It's a double standard, and there's some things that women can do that men can't do. There's some things that men can do that women can't do. I didn't make the rules.
No.
It's just how it is. But I'll say this, man. Listeners, body count. Does it matter if a woman has a high body count? And we ain't talking about the men. We ain't talking about, well, if a man can do it. No. A woman with a high body count, does it matter? I want to put that to the audience. I don't want to go too deep into women's body counts. Like some dudes might say, oh, a woman, they might have their number. A woman that has over 10 women, a woman that has over 10 men, I'm not dealing with her.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's as black and white as that. There's always those gray areas.
Yeah.
But there's always that number where it's like, nah. Because if you, most men, if a woman says, I've dealt with 50 men, hell no.
Mm-hmm.
Some dudes might say, my number is 10. But past that, if she gets 11, are you going to say no? Is there that gray area?
Do you think it depends on the status of the guy, as in the quality of the guy? You see, like, say you're a high value man, the number may reduce to extremely low because he has his options. So if the guy is like, do you know what? I can't deal with a woman that's had more than 5 men. It's not going to happen.
I always say men should have their cutoff point where this is what I will accept, this is what I won't accept, and stick to it. That's why I say it's each to their own. There's black and white, but there's always that gray area. I don't want to put words into anyone's mouths. So for me, if you feel, okay, she's a cool woman, she slept with 9 people, but you said I only will deal with a woman that slept with 8, then that's for you to figure out on your own. But I'm just saying, typically, sometimes a woman with too much of a high body count, she may express underlying issues, poor judgment. It might not work out for you. Women know from a hardwired place, unconscious or conscious, they know that sleep with a certain amount of men, even if they say, which I heard in the clip, even if they say, oh, I was trying to do my thing. You're emotional base. Women fall in love with their ears.
Yeah.
Men fall in love with what they see. So you can flip it and twist it to make it be in your favor.
Yeah.
To make it sound cool for you. You can justify all you like. But men want what they want. Women want what they want. So you can say, oh, a man should be able to accept me because you can do it and I can do it. No, men want certain things in women. Women want certain things in men.
Yeah, definitely.
So that's just where I stand with it. But the listeners, put in the comments what you think. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What do you want to do before we close out?
I'll just say, in regards to what you just said, put a thumbs up if you agree, put a thumbs down if you disagree. So put those emojis in there. It'll make us easier to see if you agree or disagree. And make sure to comment. Let us know your thoughts.
Comment and subscribe.
We're very interested in your thoughts of what you think about it. Like we said before, many times before, it's just a conversation. It's our views on this specific topic. And we would like to know your views. And definitely subscribe. Make sure you subscribe.
Subscribe to this, man. You know, and then you're going to get the detractors that don't like what we say. And they're going to be like, unsubscribe.
That's
but whatever.
Fine.
We don't give a about you anyway. It is what it is. But that's my thoughts in it. You have anything else to add before we close out?
I'll just say to the ladies, if you want to take the man seriously, be honest. Yes, like I said before, he then has the choice because you're giving it to him. But at least he can respect your honesty. And even if he doesn't get with you, he may still keep you as a friend or whatever. But the main point is he respects you for your honesty. Even if he leaves, he will still retain that respect. You. Yeah, exactly.
That's cool, man. Yeah. Okay, cool, man. I'm S.Banks TV.
And I'm JD Network.
Peace. We out.